everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm restarting my ginger bug, and I'm gonna bring y'all along with me because it's been a while since I've done it, and it's like we'll see how this goes. Alright, so I've looked at several different videos and everything. So they said 3 tablespoons of chopped ginger, 3 tablespoons of sugar. And some people have used, they use pure sugar, regular sugar. I don't know if you can use coconut sugar. I'm quite sure you can, but I am not going to use that. We'll just use regular sugar that I have, because that's all I have, and a cup of water. So I've got my filtered water here, and we're going to cut the ginger up, and then I've got a container, so because you feed it like 5 days, so I'm going to cut this up. Some people chop it up really fine, so I'm going to try to do that as best I can. And some ginger I will keep sliced like this because I want to make ginger tea also. You see people chop, 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 chop. I have tried that for years. I'm quite sure, I do have the bigger knives that you sit there and do that with. I just don't. Alright, so we'll put that right there. Put that little piece off. And those little pieces I'm still going to save because, like I said, I can make them into like some ginger tea. I've done this years ago, years and years ago. Just got out of it, and it's like, it's time to get back into doing some stuff like I used to do. And my ginger that I planted, it didn't do anything. I think it's just too rainy and too cold outside for it to do anything. Alright, let me get the measuring spoons. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3. Some people do it by ounces. Some people chop it up really fine. I'm just going to leave it like that. Alright, so now we need 3 tablespoons of sugar. Wipe this off. One, 2, 3. Alrighty. So we'll set that right there, and we need 1 cup of water. Like it still had flour or something in it. Like this out. Alrighty. There we go. 1 cup of water. And we need some something to start with. Alright, so you give it a good stir. And you stick this, some people put it on their kitchen counter, but somewhere where you can see to remember that you need to feed it every day. And they said to make sure that you have to where it's can breathe and everything. So some people use the paper towel method. I used to have the fermenting tops. My one, I only found one, and that's got my sourdough on it right now. So I'm going to do the rubber band method with the paper towel. And I'll bring you back on day 2.